What's up, players? This is Cody.
And you're with Collective.
And we're playing some Dota 2. Now, just to start off this whole thing, we're going to give a huge shout out to Dota Cinema, because he actually gave us these keys, and it was kind of cool because I was streaming, and he messaged us and he said, "Hey, give me your Steam names." And I was like, why do you need our Steam names? And he gave us the keys, and he gets to see my reaction on stream because I have my webcam up, and it was a pretty cool moment, right, Collective?
Oh, it was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. I was so happy to get a key.
For sure. I mean, I've been trying so hard to get a key. So hard. I've been entering all these contest things and telling people why I deserve a key and just going out of my way to get a key. But Dota Cinema, the nice guy he is. So go to youtube.com/Dota Cinema and subscribe if you want to watch Dota footage and Dota content. We did a song with them, if you guys don't know. So Dota it's also 2. On that page. Dota 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah.
Oh, just one thing I wanted to point out. Make sure you go and subscribe to him before he blows up, because I mean, we've been watching his vid stats, and this guy's getting like 400 subscribers a day, which is huge, absolutely huge.
So if you don't subscribe now, then you're going to be one of those sheep. Yeah, but if you subscribe to him now, then you're going to be exclusive.
Hell yeah. Anyway, so Cody, what are your thoughts on Dota 2 as of right now?
I mean, I like it. It's a really smooth game. It has really good graphics.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But I mean, there's a few things in the game that just really I don't know how to explain it without being mean to Dota, but
like the UI.
Oh my god, don't get me started on that. I don't know why Dota 2 made the UI as big as it is right now. You look at it. Just look at it. It's like half the screen.
It's massive. Yeah.
Seriously, it's so big.
It feels like I'm playing fully zoomed in with a live camera and LOL.
Well, it feels like I'm playing Warcraft 3.
I guess. Well, I mean, maybe that's what they were trying to enhance, like that whole feel of it, right?
But it just doesn't make sense to make it that big, like the UI, because I compared what my UI looks like in League of Legends, which League of Legends, you can scale the UI, you can take out these little, I'm gonna use my mouse, these little things right here in the middle. You can take those off in League of Legends, and you can also scale the UI down. And I really like that, because then I can make it how I want it to be, you know?
Right.
And although like they were trying to, you know, make it how Dota 1 was or Warcraft 3 was, but it's like, this is 2011, almost 2012, you know? We're gonna die soon.
It's the end of days, man.
Yeah, like, where's our small UI?
But I mean, given it is only beta, right? So
who
knows?
For sure.
Maybe they will start to accommodate, because you said there's a lot of people talking about it on the forums and asking for like being able to change the size of the UI, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's a few things in Dota that I don't like that I know can be fixed with time. So hopefully the beta proves to be a good beta, and they actually listen and start removing and adding and changing things that we like. I mean, they don't have any release date yet, so.
Oh, they still don't. Oh wow.
I don't think so. I know it's and not anytime this year. So obviously.
Crazy.
But yeah, I mean, what's up?
I don't really know what all goes into developing a game, so it's probably a lot more work than.
Oh, you know, for sure. But scaling a UI is fucking mandatory.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. But so like the game mechanics and everything like that all feels nice and smooth for you?
Oh yeah. The only thing that's like really iffy for me is it's super hard to learn how to last hit in this game, because the auto attack animations are completely different from League of Legends. And last hitting is a huge thing, right? Yep. So the fact that like the attack animations in this game are very different. A lot of them have like a charge up. So you click and then you have to wait a few seconds, or like wait a second to hit. And it's a lot harder to last hit. That's not a downside. It's just I haven't learned how to do it yet, so it's something that's like really hard for me.
Yeah, for sure. That's one of the biggest things that I've noticed too. It's just like last hitting is almost impossible just because of the fact that it's so like radically different as opposed to in LoL, right?
Yeah.
But then again, it's just a completely different game, different mechanics. It's all what you have to get used to, hey?
Exactly, yeah.
So, but one of the most like fun things I'm doing and having fun with is learning all the new heroes and stuff like that. It's so fun, you know?
Yeah, because it's fresh.
Yeah, you get to play like a whole wide variety of the custom games. But the thing about Dota is
Fucking Collective always whipping out his rhymes somehow in a sentence.
oh wow. Because you don't do that at all. No.
No,
you're
I don't
you're
do
good for
that at all.
You're
I
good
push
for
him up
that.
against the wall. Now you're stunned. Got my Q charged up. When I hit it, then you're done.
Son.
Son, somehow.
So of all the heroes that you played, who would you say is your favorite so far?
Okay, well, so far, it's not. I haven't played a wide variety of a wide variety of the heroes, but the two heroes that I've played so far that I really like, and the reasoning behind this is because they have an awesome attack animation, they have an easy to learn skill set, and they also have a lot of escapability, so that when I get ganked and tower dived, oh my god, that's another thing, we gotta talk about that later. Write that down.
Yeah.
I like Windrunner and Miranda. It's just because they have a really good auto attack. I get a lot of last hits on them, it's huge. Last hits is huge. Like, imagine not getting any last hits in League of Legends on an AD carry, right?
Yeah.
You can't do that. So I like Miranda and I like Windrunner because of that. They have a really good attack animation. I can get a lot of last hits on them. Their skill sets allow me to get away very easy and also gank very easy, get some kills on them. So yeah, those are pretty much the two main heroes I've been playing. The game you're watching right now, I'm playing Pudge, and this is pretty much my first ever game with him. And he's kind of like Blitzcrank. You shoot out a hook and he pulls them towards you. But that's his skill, and that's basically all he does is pull.
That's his trademark, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So what heroes have you been playing?
I've been playing a lot of Juggernaut, you know. I've been teaching kids how to juggy. And I'm just trying to think of who else, because in this game I'm playing Razor, and he's okay. You know, it's just like the ranged, like a lot of the agility heroes, I guess, is kind of like the AD carries, I guess, the equivalent in comparison to LoL, but a lot of it feels sluggish. Like the attack animations just feel totally different. Like they just don't seem to connect as easy. Like if you're playing a Caitlyn, you know, like if you right click, you know, like it's that attack animation. I don't know how to word it. It just feels so much smoother, you know. But the thing I love about Dota is that your ultimate abilities actually feel like an ultimate. Just because of the fact that it does so much more damage and more CC, and like basically everybody has a stun, so you have to play a hell of a lot more carefully. You need to work much more as a team, so it's like damn near impossible to win if you don't have the majority of teammates on your team. And I don't know, it's just like the ganking is so much more like in your face, like here I go, I'm just gonna dominate everybody. But and turret diving is a lot easier, because last night I was actually playing some LoL with a couple of buddies, and we were in this one bush in the bottom lane, and we were on blue team, we were ganking purple. So like, you know how there's like that little bush just above their turret? Yeah. Like I went and ran like through the front of the turret, as opposed to like running all the way around through the river, and I died. I was like, whoa, what? Okay, hang on, what? And no one
Where's
followed me
Dota
and
2
stuff
turrets
like
when you need them?
Yeah, exactly. I was like, this doesn't make sense. Like I would have been able to get away with this easily.
Yep.
Oh well.
And actually, right there in the game, I pulled you towards me because I wanted to try it.
Because you're such a good teammate.
In this game, you can actually pull your own players with Pudge, so I really wanted to try pulling Collective, so I pulled them.
It was pretty funny. I was just standing there, like I was kind of half sort of paying attention to my screen. All of a sudden, it's like, whoop! It's like, what the hell happened?
Yeah. Oh my god, that was the pull. Okay, so right there, I randomly pulled, and I missed the person I was trying to get, but it went around the trees and it pulled them towards me. It was pretty legit.
Yeah, just got a random guy out of thin air.
Yeah, go back and watch that, guys.
Pretty hilarious. But yeah, no, Dota 2, I like it. I give it a thumbs up. It's just like don't necessarily like the whole size of the UI, just because it makes me feel more constricted and almost claustrophobic
the first
when
time
I'm
I
playing.
loaded this game, I was like, I feel like I'm too zoomed in or something. When it's not too zoomed in. It's just because the UI is like blocking half my vision.
Yeah, like the bar at the top and everything, that's completely fine, but it's just everything at the bottom is just so clunky.
In your face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like, what's up, motherfucker? I'm here. It's like,
Okay,
yes, we know, but
so let's talk about how a lot of our friends that we play League of Legends with, they were actually Dota players before League of Legends. And Collective said he played a few games of Dota. I played like 1 or 2. But League of Legends was really like my first MOBA that I became good at and actually am able to play with a little bit of skill behind my back and not just like, oh my god, I'm pulling people as
being the keyword.
Oh, shut up. Shut up. Okay, so a few of our friends were Dotas before LOLers. And the thing about that is we were always curious why they would go into the enemy's jungle all the time and they would try and like pull off these ganks that would never fucking happen, and they would always be turret diving people, and we could not understand why they always do this. But now that we've played Dota, we kind of understand why people are think that they can get away with turret diving and going into the enemy jungle and ganking. In Dota 2, skills cost a lot more mana. And as Collective said, there's a lot more stuns and the skills do a lot more damage.
That's a beautiful pull. Sorry.
Thank you. I'll take credit for that fully. So since skills and there's more stuns, like Collective said, since skills do more damage, you can unload all your skills and kill someone like a one shot. You could just fucking boom and they're dead. That's how Dota works. In LoL, I don't think there's a few people that can like one shot people, like say LeBlanc or a Kassadin that's fed, or a Brand that's fed, or an Akali. But like Akali still has to have that constant damage.
Oh, I
like
guess,
it's still
yeah.
a few times that you have to hit them like boom, 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 right?
I'm just used to complaining about her, so.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Yeah.
But in Dota 2, there's a huge amount of heroes that you can press 2 skills and the other person's health is completely gone. But the thing about that is it wastes your whole mana bar. So Dota's all about roaming around and just fucking insta-gibbing people. But LoL's not like that. So I can understand the people in LoL who think that like they can go around turret diving and killing people, because turrets do no damage in Dota. So turret diving is actually a viable solution to killing someone who's hugging a turret. And skills insta-gib people. So turret diving is like, okay, I'm gonna dive the turret, kill you super quick, and only take 1 turret hit. So that's something that I don't know if I like completely. I think I like the style of League of Legends better, where you have somewhere to lean back on. And a lot of people would say, oh, well, that's not skillful then, because you're going to be passive and you're just not. It's just a different style of gameplay. And it's just what I'm used to, and it's what I think is better for my playstyle.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, obviously, there's a lot of people who like the fact that the spells in Dota insta-give people, and the fact that turrets do no damage and stuff. But
yeah,
that's one thing that I'm kind of iffy about. What's up?
Yeah, sorry to interrupt. Like,
okay.
While you're iffy about it, that's kind of one of the things that I like, and it's a little reassuring. I mean, if you're the guy getting turret dove and just completely annihilated, I mean, that's happened to me more games than not, and everyone's had to carry me more games than not. But it's just, I like the fact that it's a more aggressive gameplay as opposed to League of Legends, because for LoL, you spend like the first 10 to 15 minutes just farming and harassing, and maybe you'll get like first blood and stuff like this. But with Dota 2, everything is just so much more like in your face, action pace. Wow. More faster pace and action based.
Action boost lab load.
Maybe I'll just make a. I was
We're gonna
trying
start
not to rhyme
again
about it.
Oh,
yeah.
you're trying to not to rhyme. Okay.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying, right? It's just everything just is so much more in Dota 2. You know?
No, I completely understand that, and that's something that's, I guess that's to each its own, because I like how I prefer how League of Legends is more structured, if you could call it that. As in, like, there's different phases, and it seems like Dota has no phase. You know, like you go into a lane. Yeah, exactly.
Game.
You go into a lane, right? But there's moments where like you could just roam all game and just go around killing people. Like there's champions that do that, and I understand League of Legends does have champions like that, but I don't know, maybe it's just because I don't know Dota a lot, but I personally feel like League of Legends is more structured in the phase type thing, because as you said, Dota is just chaotic and shit's always happening, and there's always gonna be like someone killing people.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And
yeah,
that's the thing
and I
too,
can see the appeal.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. I mean, it definitely promotes a lot more aggressive play styles, and it also promotes a lot more aggressive players as a result of that, which is something that I'm not necessarily used to yet, I guess, if that's a good way to put it. Because I have a buddy who's been playing, like, he played Dota 1, like, huge, and he was, like, just crazy into it. And when I told him I have a Dota 2 guest invite, he was just like, oh, dude, you gotta let me play. He was just, like, completely freaking out about it. And I remember I just had a bit of a flashback. He was trying to, when he was teaching me Dota, he said one of the biggest things you have to do is shit talk. You have to get into the person's head, because it starts playing all these, like, psychological tricks and gets them to start feeding and making poor decisions. I was like, oh, okay.
Okay.
That's a little different than what I'm used to. All right. And that's what he said. He's just like, shit talking is a huge part of Dota. And I guess, like, for like League of Legends and stuff, like, if you play a lot of that, it's completely different, right?
Well, I mean, there is shit talking.
Well, there is, but I mean, not to the extent.
Yeah, no,
but,
I get what you mean. Like, yeah. It's more, yeah, as you said, that's the word, aggressive. It's more aggressive. So people are more inclined to say something when something happens, you know? Yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. And one thing that's really cool is that they have a voice chat in this game, but no one's an asshole on voice chat. It's only in typing.
Yeah, it's
good.
weird because I've actually barely ever heard people voice chat. And I think the huge reason for that is that there are probably a lot of people that are coming to this from League of Legends.
Oh,
I feel.
Maybe. So
they're coming, or they're coming from a completely like no MOBA sense at all, right? So they're probably just not used to using a voice chat at all.
That makes sense. I mean, I'm not.
No, me neither.
So that's some, like I'm used to. Mind you, I guess we only typically play with the full 5 and people that we're in Skype with, right? So that doesn't even make a difference as compared to LoL, but.
Yeah. I mean, Dota 2, man. I'm coming for you.
Whether the radiant or the dire, I'm just gonna smash on through.
Yeah, but I think a huge thing that's like keeping me playing Dota even through the frustration is, as you said, like learning the heroes, because there's so many things that I don't know, and when I try something and find like a cool spell to use, like let's say there's this character named Chen in the game, and you can cast this spell on someone, and within like 5 seconds they get teleported back to their base. So it's such like a cool concept. Like I can teleport any of my teammates back to base. Oh, and mind you, League of Legends doesn't have a B button that brings you back to base. You actually have to walk there or buy like a teleport scroll, which is kind of frustrating sometimes, but it's just different.
But they do have couriers, which is unique to Dota, because of the fact that, like, you can be like in your lane, let's say you're doing fine and stuff, you just buy a courier, and then that is a thing that's going to be bringing your items to you, as opposed to going B and missing out on experience and ganks and like denying and all that. Denying is another huge concept, speaking of which, is that you can like actually attack your own units when they're low health to deny the other team of I think it's like a certain amount of experience and gold.
And gold, obviously, because they can't get the last hit.
Yeah.
And you could also use it strategically and just auto attack your own creeps. Now, you can only auto attack them if they're below 50% health, but if you auto attack them, then the creeps die faster, so the lane gets pushed up more. And it looks like the game actually just finished right now, and we completely dominated that game.
Dota 2.
I'm coming for you. Whether the Radiant or Dire, I'm gonna smash on through.
Like we did.
So, let's just say a few things. Thank you guys for watching all our commentaries this week.
Thank you, Dota Cinema, for the guest invites.
Thank you, Colby Cheese, for being such a god of YouTube and helping us out a lot lately.
And thank you, Mom, for everything.
Facebook.
Thank you, Waffle, for being in the main menu.
Say the Facebook link.
Make sure you go check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/playerpov, because we give a lot of occasionally we'll give a sneak preview of upcoming parodies and such. And other than that, we just talk to you guys. So it's a good way to get a hold of us for sure.
Yep. So thank you guys for watching, and if you want more Dota 2 footage, obviously comment in the bottom and we will bring that out for you. Look forward to new League of Legends songs and maybe some Dota 2 songs.
Maybe, just keep your fingers crossed, and I guess we'll see what happens.
Yep. Peace, guys.